So for this week, we're reading some criticisms of deep ecology, in particular, Murray Bookchin's famous essay, Social Ecology versus Deep Ecology from 1987, which is just full of arguments against deep ecology. I mean, maybe a dozen or more different reasons to be suspicious about deep ecology, to not affiliate with deep ecology, to think that the deep ecologists are going down the wrong path of thinking about what to do about the environment. So you'll be reading this for this week, and I hope you have a good experience with that. The other essay that we'll read as a criticism of deep ecology is from Ramachandra Guha, who is an environmental activist in India and has published a number of things about different aspects of environmentalism and environmental issues in India and worldwide. And he presents his own very interesting criticism of deep ecology. And one final thing that we'll read for this week is actually getting us started on something we'll do more of next week. It's just a 3-page abridged version, a shortened version of an essay by Karen Warren on ecofeminism, or ecological feminism, it's sometimes called. And so you may see some similarities between what Warren is saying and what Bookchin and Guha are saying, but this is, in a way, a new theme that we'll pursue further later on. Ecofeminism is its own environmental movement, or political movement around environmentalism that brings its own resources to the table, kind of like deep ecology, earth first, social ecology, some of the other things that we've studied. So we want to look at ecofeminism on its own terms very soon. The basic idea here is of some kind of confluence or combination of feminist commitments that basically commitments to the liberation of women, to enabling and supporting women, maybe to criticizing aspects of the male-dominated civilizational tradition, what's sometimes called androcentrism, criticize a kind of masculine construction or a kind of idea of maleness and as something that's like powerful and dominating and in control. And the way that plays in, so it's both trying to, to take feminism as a critique of those things, and as a political program aiming for those results of liberating women and making the world less a male-biased world and maybe less of a masculinist world, in the sense of, kind of interpreting everything as if it needs to support this kind of masculine ideal. Maybe a more violent world because of that, and so on. So that criticism of that world and that political program of feminism, integrating that or seeing lines of intersection between that and the environmental movements and the critique of the domination of nature, for instance, the critique of the way that human beings have thought of themselves as masters of nature and not as equals to or part of nature. So it's a very interesting confluence, a very interesting combination here in ecofeminism, and we will read some things about that this week and next.